Yeah, what's up with it? Do it cause I love it and I stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please, none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this, don't talk about it. Really on the move, on the map, never slip. Keep your hands to your lips, don't talk about it. Real eyes, real lies all the time. Stand on it, if we said it, we don't walk around it. Loose lips, sink ships, red cup, blue strips, new phone, who this? No, we don't allow it. Really on go, I don't know what's an off day. Now we on road, came from smoking in the hallway. Now we got.
We're back. Welcome in, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in on this Friday. We know we have been gone a few weeks, an extra week or so, more than expected. We wasn't trying to make it look that bad, but yeah, we hadn't been here about 3 weeks. So we having to be get readjusted because we've been gone longer than we typically are used to. But life happens, and life has been lifing. So, but we are here.
Wait. Hold on. Let me. Okay. I have to put my smell good on.
So you gonna put.
This ain't no scratch and sniff. What you putting on smell good for?
Make me feel good about myself.
Oh.
Make me feel good about myself. Carry on.
Okay. I was like, damn, y'all got something I ain't know about. You know all this new technology.
Well, obviously the some things don't change to a point. Right. The shenanigans don't stop.
Hey, you gotta get it. That's nice too. Yeah.
What's that? What is it? Since you're spraying it, what is it?
No. I'm not gonna put my business out there like that.
You just sprayed all in the camera.
I did.
Boy, I tell you. All right. Well, anyway, we are back. Let's see. DA, how you been, man? Checking in because it's been a minute.
Yeah, I'm straight. Like surviving. Living just enough for the city I'm living.
Good evening. I am Go Talented. Good evening. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry I was speaking to the guest.
I sent the hello in the messenger.
I'm just speaking myself.
Gotcha. Business. All right.
I smell good. Yeah, that's nice. Hey.
You need to change your tag name to Mr. Full of Himself.
Man, please, whatever. Anyway, thank you for asking. My week has been very nice as well. Busy, but nice. It's not a complaint. Week's been, going. But, nonetheless, we are here, ready to get this thing moving,
I got a complaint, but I'll tell you later.
Why? If you're going to tell me you got a complaint, you might as well tell me the complaint.
Just like you just did with the cologne where you sprayed yourself but didn't want to tell nobody what you sprayed.
Coach man.
Okay.
Coach man.
Okay. You've been too busy for your bestie this week. Yeah, I said it.
I have been, and I told you I was going to be busy.
I know you have, but you messing up my rotation.
Hey, what's going on, Andrea? She got the government name on here.
All right, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Andrea Palmer. Okay, government name.
I couldn't put my government on here because then I'd be having to play how to pronounce your name all week, the whole session.
I ain't got my government either on my profile, but yeah. So how you feel about this topic, man? How did we get here?
So, my daughter, Nay, what is it? Barley's, what is hers? Barley something that she be on here.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it, but
I could pronounce it, but I can't remember it at the moment. We be watching a lot of different topics, and she'll shoot me some stuff. Mom, hey, check this out. Let's watch this. Stuff like that. So this was an episode on Ayanla did on her show, the R Spot. about who checks the X. So we know in different situations, once people become exes, some people don't understand what an X means, and some people want to take that X to a whole nother level and just mean X ain't supposed to mean asshole. But in some cases, hey, that is typically what it comes out to be. So of course, this was on the books to do. I think I put this on maybe about 6 weeks ago. But after an experience that I had,
So you went through it. I was trying to get there. Okay.
After the experience that I had during the funeral services and stuff for my father, I guess you could say I was exposed to an ex that I don't know if he was temporarily delusional or bumped his head.
Oh, so your ex was tripping, not. Oh, okay. I thought you had a situation with your current ex or whatever, but it's your ex that was.
What's a current ex? No,
your current is ex. That's what, but it's the other.
Oh
one.
no.
Okay.
Amen. We're gonna pray. Amen. We ain't had none of them issues. Amen. And amen again.
Okay, preacher.
We're gonna have none of them moments. So I was just like, you know how you look at somebody, you like, like it was wild. But after that situation, I was like, oh, I think we definitely need to have this topic come on up. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that's had some wild experience with some exes and some exes and some O's. So I was like, yeah, let's go and do this. So
I got some feelings, but for the sake of the conversation, we're here now, and we're gonna have the conversation.
Okay, cool business.
Yeah.
So starting off, have you ever had an issue with the ex not understanding that it's that they are an ex?
Yeah, you wanna go and get on that first, or?
I'm thinking
pimping.
Cause like for me, I don't know. Cause like I'm gonna say I never had that issue. Like never had to check an ex. For the most part, all of mine got along. But I've seen situations where it could be a problem. But it goes back to what we always talk about is boundaries. That's what it goes back to. It goes back to just setting them boundaries and standing 10 toes down on them boundaries. Because at the end of the day, at one point in time, she was in that position to do or say whatever she wanted, whatever transpired at one point in time. So there was something there, some type of connection there for her to be able to do that. But I guess it's hard.
Let me ask you this question, right?
Go ahead.
So I hear you talking about the boundaries, but this is your ex, right? This is not your current.
Right.
And she's probably a little bitter,
No, see, and that's what I was.
So what reasons does he or she have to even respect your boundaries? That's why it's a problem, because they're not respecting the boundaries.
Right. That's what I was about to get at, and that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I could see happening is because she's upset because she's no longer in that position, and sometimes people see their faults or see where they lost out, and then if you got the new one, especially if it's an upgrade, it's kind of rough. That's a hard pill to swallow. So Well, I ain't even gonna say if it's an upgrade, downgrade, what? Because I've seen people upset because the person that they left them for is like horrible. I'm just keeping. That's the best word I could think about. It's just horrible, and they're like, now they started questioning themselves, and I'm just like, no, don't question yourself. That's their taste, not yours.
But here's my thing. So I personally have never had that issue. For one, they're ex for a reason. I don't keep exes around. No, I don't want to be friends. If I see you in passing, hey, I am by. No, you can't call. No, we can't hang out. You're ex for a reason. And so I have never had that issue. Yes, I have had an issue when the a person I was dealing with didn't want to let go. But I'm also aware that if I don't feed into the BS, that it'll just fade off. And so I'm not going to bring anyone into a situation where I know it could possibly be some BS. You understand what I'm saying? I don't even, yeah. So I personally have never had that issue. And then also in the space to where if I'm dealing with someone, her, and if she's keeping her exes around, then I'm just not going to be in that space either. Because why? Like, I don't even want to put myself in a compromising situation. If you still want to be friends with your ex, then that's just a space that I just don't want to be in for that reason. Because a lot of times they may pretend like it's okay, and it could be okay until it's not okay. So, and if you have an ex that don't know how to stand in this place, if you don't nip that situation in the bud, then now that makes you my ex.
That is, I think that's the biggest issue right there. They don't nip it in the bud. They keep pulling the strings on the whole situation. But
Yeah.
I don't believe in unless there's an issue. I don't care if you still friends with your ex because
That's your choice, yeah.
yeah, and that's because everybody has a past. Everybody has connections to somebody. If you think that you the first person, because I'm not talking about you, but people in general think that okay, they're the first person that person ever loved or was in a deep relationship with, and I'm like, you a fool.
Right,
Yeah,
right. I agree with that.
because they had a life before you. Now, the difference is when they if they disrespect you, then that's when you address the issue. And like you said, it could be to the point where it's like, okay, you don't respect this, so I'm going about my business.
Yeah,
But I'm a person like I'm gonna give you a chance until you prove me wrong.
and I will too. I'll give you a chance. I don't force anyone to operate the way I operate. If
Hmm.
you want to keep your exes around for whatever reason, but however, and it's not that I think anything that I'm. It's not none of that. I just believe in preventative maintenance. I don't even want to. I mean, if you want to keep them around, or her around, whatever the case is. But nah, it's just not a space I want to operate in. So, what about you, T?
Okay. Um, I've sadly have had some exes that didn't just want to let it go and realize like you had to re-break up with somebody and remind somebody that we are not together. Like,
Yeah,
bro, we gone. What you doing? You done broke
yeah.
up with them. They still talking about, hey, so I this concert coming up on this day. Bro, we ain't together. We ain't been together months. What you doing? Like, stop texting me. I didn't have to do the block and all that other wonderful stuff on a few different
Mm.
occasions. Um, because sometimes people don't get it, and some people just don't want to let go. Like,
Cool.
it's just sometimes that's what it is. Um, so yeah, I definitely have, sadly. But in this situation, which we all, I guess, could say have that experience in, is when it's whoever you had a child with.
Mm.
Next. So in this case, that changes
Yeah.
the game. when you had a child with somebody, because you just can't go cold turkey cut them off because y'all have children. But in my space, my daughter is 27 years old. So the actions of the other parent during this time was like, yeah, wrong with you? You drinking? You slip on your way in here? What happened?
Yeah, that's a total different.
Yeah, it's a totally different ball game. And I'm like, when I say caught off guard, like Friday night, you have us Black people have wakes. So the night of the wake, we're having a service for my father, and it's more geared to like kind of musical interviewing of the body.
Right.
So the first encounter, of course, he spoke. We may be in a cordial space, a hug, and going about the business. Okay, that was fine. But along him leaving and saying the goodbye, the hug, he kind of lingered it. I didn't moved, and you still got your arm around, like, bro. Then you gonna kiss me on my cheek? Like, what's going on? What? I'm like, and that wasn't one of them accidents. It was a. So I told him, can you tell your daddy to keep his nasty ass lips to himself, please? What we do around here. So like that was the first encounter, and I was like, what the hell? Like, where that come from? Maybe in his feelings, maybe in his emotions, kind of things. But I'm gonna need him to get out of them, because that ain't what time it is. What topic? Where we at? We ain't on the same page. We ain't in that space where my child is under the age of 18 and we have to communicate. No, we not in that space. Like I said, she's 27, so we don't have no communication like that.
Yeah.
Then turn around when we came down to the actual funeral, he didn't cranked it up a couple of notches.
That's because you let it get it. That's because you let him get away with it the night before.
I didn't let him get away with it. We was in
Did
a
you
space.
address it?
We was. You didn't let me finish saying what I was going to say. So remember, we're in the middle of a musical. I'm in my zone. This is my father's theme. So that quicken, it was almost like it was like a hit and run. What the hell? Negro was gone. We know what that was. Next day, we all come in together as a group. He says he's all way over yonder. I'm greeting every family. You know how we do. Everybody got to say family. On another little hellos, goodbyes. He comes and he hugs and how you doing? I'm good. It's amazing when people want you to be where they want you to be. When somebody passes, I never seen somebody try to force somebody to be.
The question is, did you address it?
Will you hold on?
I'm holding.
Because it had to be addressed. And I was like, man, I'm good. Can you move? Because it got to a point I'm like this, dog. Can you move? Like, we good. You seen who I walked in here with. I ain't by myself, dog. We walked in as a whole ass family.
Okay. So you did address it.
Yes.
So you
addressed. But I guess at some point he got in his feelings and decided to try to crank it up a notch. So it turned into when I move, you move just like that.
Okay.
So it got to the point where it was finna get real. Because now somebody else was finna check the ex. But we trying to be, because we in the place where we at ain't the place and the time. So we trying to.
That's a tough one right there.
We trying to,
But is it really?
Yeah, because you don't want to cause you don't want to get physical or be arguing and nothing like that.
And at the time, I'm in my space because, like I said, we are literally at my father's.
Yeah, and I get that, and I guess this is me. Never mind. All right, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So no, and I get you, like I said, because I got the look, and he got the look, and I'm trying to calm his look because he about to. We about to have a whole different kind of show going on because like everything is in his face like this, but you still trying to linger, hold on. Like I said, he was more attentive and stuck to me. He was more stuck to me than he was his own kid, and that was the biggest noticeable issue. Like your child is right here. Right there. You can be there to support her. You know she don't want it, but you can be there to support her. But move around. So it just got one of those spots where it got crazy. And like I said, once he asked he asked the question when he asked my daughter, "Hey, are they together?" And she said, "Yeah." Oh, he became my shadow. Because, like I
So
said, I'm moving
okay, so that's
around.
interesting because at that point, then it was no longer about you.
Oh, I'm glad. That's what my thought was in the beginning, and that's why I
He
said, "Let
was
me
trying
shut
to
up."
see if dude had a backbone.
Oh, and
That
he
was,
did because
yeah.
I best believe he called it. He walked up on him
Okay, well,
and had to address the situation.
in that
And
case,
that's
that's the person that was supposed to address it. In that
Exactly. And that's why I said when it comes down to it, and I've already addressed it with you, and you're gonna feel it, especially after we know the steps of the process, and you
hmm
ask if me and this person is together. We walked in together, baby. We over here, besides family coming to hug me and talk to me, we're right here. The killer was when it got to the point to where you get in to do the processional for the family and we're lined up. He didn't squeeze himself to come in with the family. Bro, what part of the family are you? So you already just all over the place. But when I reach back for my significant other, this he went to grab my hand. I had to move my hand, doing one of these to reach for my dude and bring him up to me. I'm like, did you just try to reach for my hand, dog? We for real? That's when it got real. Dog, I see your face because you already know. If you could have seen it, I wish we had it on video to see the effects when he went to not do one of these and reach around. Bro, if you don't move, like you ain't even supposed to be in this line. You supposed to be sitting down already. What you doing? So of course, after that, yeah, he really went and addressed it because he was
Yeah,
like, bro,
absolutely.
is that like for real? Is there a problem? Because they
He was
know each
supposed
other
to.
anyway from school. So y'all always been cordial, but when you find out that we together, now you acting funny.
Mm.
okay, makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
Well, I mean, yeah, he was definitely supposed to address it at that point. Um, yeah, that's yeah, that's tough.
yeah.
No, it really ain't. Cause like, cause to
Well,
me,
because of the setting, you know, that's what makes it tough.
it really no. Cause then, well, again, this is just me.
hmm
I would have addressed it in a. First of all, I know the headspace she in, so I would have been in that situation at the hip, like I'm her belt, holding her pants up because at that time you in a position. Now with him, the first time you like kind of jerk back, I'm like, okay, as soon as you slid off to do whatever you're gonna do, I'm gonna slide in like, look, bro, hey, this ain't the time and place. Now, if you want to make it this, let's go outside, but let's respect this. Let's respect this situation.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you want to step outside, then I'm like, hey, baby, you go ahead and deal with what you got to deal with. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be outside on a smoke break like that, and
I
that'll
agree.
be it. That'll be it because, like, because to me, and Ashley did my initial thought, but you reconfirmed it when you said that they knew each other and all that from history. It's like he's trying to test the
Yeah.
gangster of whoever you with. So, and then
Uh-huh.
when you said they know each other, he's like, oh, this old puss ass, whatever. I got it. I ain't worried about him. And that's what it is. And that's what it is.
Mm.
And that's how I mean I've sad to say I've seen people do that
hmm
and it don't turn out as like they think it's gonna turn out. So
Yeah, I've seen it as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, knock on wood. Luckily, I haven't had to deal with nothing like that. But yeah, so
you've never been in a space where you've had to check whoever you was with ex at all? I'm surprised because I can see somebody trying to test you just because of your height. Usually people are intimidated.
and that's the kicker. That's the kicker. Every time there may have somebody thought to press the issue, soon as they saw me physically, they reevaluated themselves.
They changed their mind.
Yeah, and I've had that happen several times because the person I be with, they come back and tell me. They come back and tell me, be like,
probably one of them dogs.
He's snoring.
You done messed up his whole sleep.
My bad.
But yeah, I had them come back and tell me like, hey, my ex saw you at the such and such, and they were like, and they asked a question, were we together? And then they were like, yeah, and they were like, oh, never mind, like that.
Yeah, tell them that.
And it's funny because like a couple months, I was like, I ain't talked to him since that day.
I bet it's almost with you. It's almost that thing where you sitting down and somebody want to talk smack, and then when you stand up, it's like, hey, blood clot. Hey, you all right?
I had that happen too.
I can imagine. Yeah.
I wasn't even in a relationship. We were just talking, and we was at lunch. We was just eating lunch together, and dude was sitting there talking crazy, like, "Girl, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and this, and this." And I'm just like, and I'm looking at her, and she kept getting uncomfortable. And I said, "Hey, bro, like that." And then I stood up, and he was like, "Oh, my fault. I ain't know it was like that. My bad.
Mm-hmm. Too late now, bro.
Yeah, but he went on about his business and ain't say nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
I've had people use me as excuses.
What you mean use you as excuses?
Like when I was in college, a friend of mine, that's how we actually met. I was in college, and I was standing in the lunch line, and she was standing behind me, and this dude was standing behind her, just talking to her, like trying to get to know her, and trying to holler, and she turned around. She said, "You gonna talk to me? And my man standing right here?" And he was like, "Who your man? Who your man?" She grabbed my arm and she's like, "Please say you my man, please, please." And I turned around. I said, "We got a problem?" He's like, "Oh no, big man, no, we good."
Oh man, that's
funny. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I honestly, and this is my personal opinion again, I think my stature, how I used to look, played a lot into people not pushing the envelope.
Mm-hmm.
I think that played a lot into it because, and then the fact that I don't know why people that I date would tell them that I have firearms. I'm like, why? And I'm just like, why do you do that?
That's that added. It's like sprinkling that sugar on top of some stuff.
No, because that make somebody else more likely to pull their shit before me.
Exactly. But for them, it's a brag, and it's saying like, "Hey, you don't want to test these waters because he's always packing." But like you said, to somebody else, that makes them want to pull their stuff, make sure they got their stuff if y'all encounter each other. Yeah. So it's a brag for her, but it creates a possible situation by somebody else wanna, it's like ready to bump heads. Here we go, ready to go. I got mine, I got yours. Who gonna pull? You scared? Because I ain't scared. And it comes up to a test of wheels.
Yeah. But like, as far as like, I never had to address an ex. Even like when my son's mother introduced me to the guy she was dating. I told him straight up. I was like, look, as long as you don't mess with my son, we ain't got no beef.
Yeah.
Just like that. And I said we were cordial all the time. What's up, Anthony? What's up, D? We going about our business.
Yeah. Now I didn't have to have that conversation. Like, look, bro, you ain't got to worry about me. I don't want to.
Exactly.
Like, I'm the last person you got to worry about. That's
exactly.
Lady, I'm here for my kids. As long as you don't try to come in between that, man, you ain't gonna have no issues.
Exactly.
Lincoln, period.
But
I hope you make her happy. I hope she make you happy. You the man for the job.
Yep.
Leave it right there.
But as far as the title of the show, I think it should be layers, and I think that's the issue that a lot of people where they fail because they don't have the layers. So it should be the person who was with them in the relationship should be the initial. Like give that warning shot, like, hey, you getting disrespectful, you doing this XYZ, and I don't appreciate it.
I agree.
So and think you need to back the fuck up. And then if that don't happen, then you can let your significant other, all right, or tell them like, hey, if this is my last time, next time he gonna handle it, or they gonna handle it.
Yep, I agree 100%.
But a lot, and I understand why, but I still disagree. A lot of people don't do that because one, they're afraid of the outcome. Cause what if your new significant other can't fight and they get their ass whooped? Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you sitting there, you in a conundrum because you like, damn, I ain't got shit to brag about now. I like, you know what I'm saying? My ex will beat your ass. Nah, I ain't got no kind of help out here. You feel me?
I mean, yes, then you definitely need not keep him around.
You feel me? You feel me? Now you got a decision to make. Like, I don't feel safe. And like for us to do, you like, damn, she ain't got my back. Can you shoot?
Like, help me.
Yeah, can you call the police? Oh, goddamn.
What was that comedian was like? Help! What was that Kevin Hart? Help me!
Help, bitch! Help me! Hey, Diesel. Okay, buddy.
You're like, well, I'm losing, and you didn't think to come help me out. Like, come on,
right?
But true, I think in a situation like that, your person get beat up by your ex or somebody. It's kind of like, ooh.
Yeah. So, and then, cause then, like, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. That's gonna cause a strain in your relationship because now, especially if it's the male getting beat up, because now you thinking to yourself like, damn, he can't protect me. And for the male, you looking at your significant other like, so now if I got a stalker, I can't call her to come get this chick off of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to reevaluate.
The thing about me, T, and T, you know this. Like I like to act like I can't fight because on the inside I be wanting to fight. So if I act like I can't, then you'll try me.
Oh, you know what?
And Tia tell you, I've been like this all my life. I love to act like I cannot fight.
Yeah.
I'll sit there and I'll be like, man, I don't want no problems. I'll be like, man, as soon as you in reach, I'm gonna tear your head off.
I guess I'm the opposite. I don't like to fight. I'm afraid to fight.
That's what I should man. I've been fighting all my life, bro. I just don't take it.
I don't know my limits. That's my fear.
I was just gonna say, why are you afraid?
I don't know my limits. Like,
and that's me. Like, I stay calm even while I'm in the fight. I'm still in control of myself.
No, I'm saying I know that, but like, okay, example. For me, I'm gonna use an example. Football.
Mm-hmm.
You see how crazy and goofy I am now?
That's what you want to call
it. That switch come,
I'm
a whole different person, and that's how I am with fighting. But in football, the process for me to come out of that is the whistle or taking off his stuff. In a fight, what's gonna bring me back?
Ooh, my God.
What's gonna bring me back?
Yeah.
And the reason why I said that, I've had that happen. Well, I had it happen almost one time, and it scared the living shit out of me because, and this was one. I'll say, let me backtrack. This was a time where I was not under the influence. That's what I'm gonna say. And I forgot what happened, but once I got to that point, I don't remember shit.
Okay.
And then the next thing I remember is half of the football team was holding me. This was when I was playing semi-pro.
Okay. Yeah.
And come to find out that my wife at the time, she tried to stop me, and I tossed her on top of the car. Another friend of mine tried to stop me, and I tossed him over the car. And you know what I'm saying? And I don't remember none of that. And that's why I said that's my fear. Once I get to that point, I
don't have them issues. I tend to be in control on a pretty good level. Even when I'm in a fight, man, like I remember it all vividly. I don't have them blackout moments like that. So, but I get what you're saying. So back to the topic. We took a little detour real quick.
Yeah. We did.
We are dealing with who checks the ex. Question for the people tuning in, the people that may tune in: have you ever had to check an ex, or have you ever been checked by the current?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
T, have you ever been checked?
No.
That's a good one.
So you ain't never
check who?
You ain't never been checked by your so your ex's new girlfriend ain't never had to be like, look, I'm with him now. You can stop calling. No, you can't. He can't take you. He ain't buy you nothing to eat. No, I'm with him. You ain't never been checked.
Who?
You have you ever been checked?
Who? Hell no.
DA, you ever been checked, bro?
They tried.
They tried.
Bro, they tried. Like, and it wasn't even on some I'm trying to get back with her type stuff. I think it was more they were trying to mark their territory.
I was like, man, you better go sit down somewhere, bro.
And that's exactly what I said.
Right.
That's exactly what I said.
Better go sit down, bro.
I was like, bro, you better go and sit down somewhere. If I want it, I'll take her. I don't want it.
Well, damn. Tell us what it really is.
Oh, well, that relationship didn't go very well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No,
it kind of sort of did, but didn't, because he had that look on his face like, did he really say that?
Did you say it in front of her?
Yeah.
And she stayed with him.
They stayed together. They stayed together. I don't know how long they stayed, but gotcha. I said that because I forgot who it was. I'm trying to think who it was.
It don't matter.
And it was just like it was just like a meeting. Like I was going somewhere, and she was somewhere with them. And then she said, "Hey," and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I spoke to him. I was like, "What?" And they said, "Oh, this is such and such. Hey, she mine." Bro, go about your business. I said, "I don't want her. If I want her, I'll take her." I said, "All right, y'all have a good day," and I walked off.
Yeah.
I was just like,
man, the closest I probably got is I had this cat call me one time. I said, "Man, don't call my phone no more."
I ain't never had nobody
call my phone no more. I ain't thinking about her. I ain't thinking about you. You call my phone again, we're gonna have a problem. Period. I don't know what y'all got going on, but do not call my phone.
Yeah, I ain't never had nobody.
That right there. See.
But you know how some people are. They're stupid, man. Don't call my phone.
Yeah.
Don't.
Period. Don't text me. Don't.
Yeah.
None of, I'm thankfully, Lord, I've never had that.
You ain't never been checked.
No, I've never had that issue. Because I respect boundaries, and to me, some things is common sense. Even though I know common sense ain't common, but a lot of stuff is common sense. What you don't want done to you, you don't do to somebody else.
That's what they say. However, people think the rules don't apply to them.
I agree. And somebody always feel like they bigger and badder than everybody else and got to run a test run and
you
Why?
see.
know,
But
I
why?
don't
That's
know
the crazy
people.
part. I'm just like, bro, like it's too many out there for you to be sitting here about, especially about to lose your life over
hmm
something that's not even.
that's
Yeah,
why I don't even be sweating it. But that's why I be like, man,
like
look,
come on, dog.
yeah,
Yeah, it just like I said, sometimes pride gets to people.
Ooh, that P word.
pride, yeah, ego, yeah, you're right.
Yes,
Well,
and
it's
it gets
two
to
P words
people.
that get people.
hmm
Well, actually
Yeah,
three.
or
But
somebody
think about it.
feelings that got hurt, and them
What's the third
feelings is
word,
in
dear?
the
Huh?
driving seat.
What's the third
Pride,
word?
pride, punani, and penis.
Oh, okay.
Well, damn.
I had to ask.
I
Yeah.
yeah, I can see that happening and going on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can. But you right, because it's like some people just have that thing just with not wanting to be replaced, and it hit them different. Like
I
I
would
have a
say
different mentality, and it's across the board. And I ain't trying to offend nobody, disrespect nobody, but I feel like I know I'm not the first, and probably will not be the last. While it's my turn, I will enjoy my turn.
exactly,
If this ends, then it is no longer my turn.
exactly,
You don't own me, I don't own
exactly.
you. That's just
you just
why would
taking it.
but why would I get upset about what you're doing with your body?
Exactly. If we not
You know,
together, then it don't matter.
right, right. It's
At all.
not my turn. So that's just across the board. I don't sweat that stuff. I ain't trying to own nobody, and unless we say those I do's, I don't own you. And even then, if you decide to step out, then hey, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
ain't gonna try to do nothing to you or whoever you stepped out with. That was your choice. But anyway, back to the topic.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it's like, okay, so let me ask you this. Have you
Okay.
ever been in a situation, because we all know that these situations where some people and I hate the narrative of it, because people always feel, especially with females, or well, I guess it's more with females that I hear, but you'll hear it even with the guys, that people always go back to their baby daddy, or their baby mama. I don't know who came up with that bullshit, because that is AI. um but in some situations it do happen, and then they move on into a relationship, and you start catching them with the side text. They texting and sending the inappropriate text messages and stuff
The
like that.
baby mama.
The
And
baby
yeah,
mama or the baby daddy,
yeah.
they texting each other on the cool and the little snigger all that. You ever been in that situation?
Not to where I was the one doing that or receiving it. Now I'll never say what somebody else was even doing it or not doing. But once I'm done with the person, I'm done, baby or not. Like I just yeah. Once I'm done, I'm done. And the mother of my children. I don't bother, ex-wives. I don't bother. Uh, go on about your life. Be who you want to be with. No, I don't want to
Ouch.
all that playing around stuff. When I'm done, I'm done.
All right, Da. I don't know if you heard the question, because you know how they always talk about baby mamas and baby daddies is always connected, and they
Yeah.
always go
The
back
only
to
thing
it.
I will say though,
Go
my
ahead.
first, the mother of my first children, we tried to get back together, but it wasn't like I was with somebody else and she was with somebody else and we kind of playing around. We tried to see if we could, okay, let's try it, but it wasn't those side text type of stuff. So
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah,
Da, you ever had that situation where the person, like say, first off, they always say baby mamas, baby daddies get back together. That's a lie. But you ever had that situation where you're in a relationship with somebody and they're side texting their ex, like the little inappropriate, or they sending pictures to each other and all that other stuff? Have you ever been in that situation and you
Not that
found
I
better
out?
know
better be pictures of the kids.
of. Not that I know of. I'm not gonna say
Right.
no. I don't know.
Have you ever done it? Like,
Me?
yeah,
Nah.
with your baby mama, ex, or whatever. No.
Nah.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, nah. I don't play them games.
No, we talk, but it's not like, oh, we want to get cause and see, like I said before, it's like sometimes I look at things like a business. So like I'll be talking to people, getting advice about certain things, like regardless if the ex current whatever. I might be like, hey, what's your thoughts on this? Because I know that's their specialty. Like, example, if one of my exes is a lawyer, I'd be like, hey, this is a situation. I need legal advice. Or if it's like people that are nurses, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Like, hey, I need your advice.
Okay.
But outside of that, it's always business.
Okay, I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have time for that extra. That I ain't gonna even lie. That ain't my space. It ain't my lane. I don't have time for that extra stuff. Playing on phones and you over here side texting your ex,
Yeah. No, all
baby.
that extra, yeah.
Y'all sending messages and cutesy wootsies and all that. Nah.
All them the hey big head messages. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
How you doing? Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny.
You know what? But I just don't have the time. I don't even want to be in that space, man. Like I don't even want the possibility because I know I'm gonna do something to intentionally have a reason to beat the dude up. Like I know me, so and that's why
You violent.
I no, not really. I just like I don't even want to be in that space. Like if you keeping your ex around and y'all buddy and y'all on the phone laughing, giggling, oh that's my
Yeah,
friend.
nah, that's a
Nah. Now
that's a
I'm
hard
not
fight.
saying that you have to cut off communication. That's not what
Right.
I'm saying. Because sometimes this person could still be a good resource. Maybe he was a good mechanic.
Yeah.
Maybe she
That's what
was
I'm
a
saying.
good, like, whatever the case is. So I'm with that. I don't have an issue. But if y'all just buddy, like I just called to see how you was on, and that goes on like on a weekly basis, or just, nah, what is you, all that stuff, nah, bro, because then I'm like, why? Like, what's the point? Like, why are you
Yep.
trying to? That's my line. So, but again,
So because I know both of y'all have been remarried. So y'all never had that issue that when the other spouse found out that y'all was getting married, they try and turn up and start flirting.
not me.
Okay.
Nope. Well, no, I can't say I'm thinking, but that wasn't
No.
a flirty type of thing, and yeah.
Cause you know that's when people be wanting us. You sure? Yeah, maybe we could try again.
Yeah. No.
Well,
No, that ain't gonna happen.
we'll see what happens if I ever decide to get married again. I'll let you know.
No, because I mean, that's some choice words.
I'll let you know.
It'd have been some choice words.
Now, I had a situation to where my ex, to try to be nice, and when I wasn't with nobody, to trying to see if we can try again, but I was like, no, we ain't gonna do that no more. No, I don't want to
Yep.
hang out.
I ain't even had that either.
Yeah, nah.
Well,
I've
dang.
had that happen, but nah,
Okay.
we're not even finna try to spin that block. We're gonna leave that right where it is.
Yeah.
I
I ain't never
appreciate
had
the
that either.
flattery, but nope.
Okay. No, I definitely feel that. Well, I'm glad we haven't had none of them issues. Preferably we never do, especially DA. I don't know his limit of what that is, but yeah.
Well, I'm better now. I think so.
There we go.
You live and learn. I just like I'm more since I'm cognizant of it, I just walk away.
Okay.
You call me a
Yeah.
coward, you call me whatever, and I'll just thank the Lord, cause yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what's up. Like I said, hopefully we don't have any of those issues. Or anything even from here on or prior, or after, excuse me. Don't nobody want them issues. I think we adults, we in the league of grownness. We don't.
Yeah.
We ain't doing that around here.
Yep. And if you can't handle your business and handle your exes, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm just gonna go on about my business. If you can't nip it in the bud, now if we're like engaged, married, or like moving in that direction, and the ex is disrespectful, then I nip it in the bud. But if it's like the beginning stages and it's crazy, I'm like, man, too grown for that shit. You're too grown for it.
I highly agree.
Yeah. So it's an interesting conversation. Good topic. Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty much. That's good. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad we're in a good space and don't have them issues. Because I don't know. I just ain't the one. Like for real.
Not at all.
So, okay, quick question, because I know this came up on the thing that I watched. So, say that the parent is dropping off the kid, and she say, "Hey, go." She, or he say, "Hey, bring me a bottle of water." Is that a boundary? Is that something that need to be discussed?
Who are they talking to?
Well, I don't have an issue with giving somebody some water.
So should the kid ask you first, or is it okay for the kid just to go in there and get the water and take it out to the other parent?
You don't have to ask me. I don't have an issue with the kid giving somebody parent some water. Is water. I mean, that's the parent. Like, I don't have an issue.
Because the other person had checked the kid about taking stuff out of the house without permission.
Mm.
Oh, that's how they like. That's how they run their house.
I mean that's him. But I personally don't have an issue with it.
Because that could be for anybody, and not just him.
True, exactly. True.
Yeah.
True. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, it's like a little bottle of water. I thought that was interesting when I heard it. And I was like, it's a bottle of water.
And I think this is just me putting my hat on, my mental health hat. If he did that, then it's some underlying issue there. Like if he popped off about a bottle of water, it's some underlying issues. That means that person probably has been trying to overstretch their reach and trying to control what goes on in that house.
Okay.
Cause that was like, and then again, this is me, because that sounds real petty for somebody to be like, you can't have no water.
Yeah.
Now, if it's Perrier or something that's like $10 a bottle, then I got you.
Yeah.
And I can understand that, but
you better
other
get
than that,
your country.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Other than that,
wow. What about you? You gonna get mad, right?
It's water. Hell, I'd probably ask her, "Hey, you want a bottle of water? What you need?
you want one too?
You need something to drink?"
This is my Wawa. No Wawa.
I it just don't get that serious. Like,
and also, man, the person that started acting up, that's like controlling and manipulative to a whole nother level. Yeah, manipulative to a whole nother level. Like, come on, dog, are you serious? Or lady, whoever.
Yeah.
True that. Who this? All right, well, we can go and hit them outros, because one of y'all's gonna start getting hungry in a minute.
Me, I was hungry before we started.
Me too. You see, I was eating in my snacks. I was eating my cookies.
Yeah, I always got some cookies. Cookie face.
I do not. Thank you.
Man, so as far as my outro, the only thing I gotta say is a lot of times in these situations, just remember you got more to lose than to gain.
Yep.
All it takes is one reaction, and it's going to change not only the trajectory of your life, but everyone that's connected to you. So thank you for your react.
Right.
And if it's a compromising situation, then simply remove yourself from the situation. You have a choice. And I
Exactly.
can tell you the P, it can't be that good. It's not worth it.
Mm-mm.
It's not.
Cause
So
you.
I hope we all make good decisions, and that's it. That's my outro. See y'all
Yep.
next week.
All right. DA?
I agree. I agree with everything he said. Cause it ain't worth it. You mess around and somebody gonna be giving you pee.
Yes. Yep. Or one way or the other. Either that or you. Yeah, I ain't even want to say it, but yeah.
Giving or receiving?
Yep. Nah, it's gonna be receiving on both sides. Don't matter. It's gonna be receiving.
Yep. Or worse.
So
Not even worth it.
Yeah, I agree. Everything don't have to be a battle. Like it really, really don't. And pride and ego can get you in
yes.
a really bad situation. Or you being in your feelings about something that's over and done with. Like, yeah, many of us got too much to lose to even entertain nonsense and shenanigans.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just better just to let it go, move on, and do you.
Agreed.
Cool business. So, D, we still on for? We're still doing part 2 next week, right? I think we're in with everybody. We were still good.
Well, we gotta check with mom and see what the headspace she's in, because you know about her auntie.
Yeah, we've had like it's been
and that
crazy.
service is gonna be next Saturday. The wake is gonna be Friday.
Yeah, we might have to go on and bump that then.
So I think it might be safe to say let's go ahead and plan something else.
Okay, we'll definitely do that. Yeah, we've had some deaths in the this month has been a month. I can tell you, even with some of our guests, even with some of our viewers have experienced some the loss of family members. So we even more extend our condolences to not only us, because we've had that same issue as well, and I definitely, like I said, our guests as well as some of the people that watch
Our
support.
therapist is flexible to move her schedule to not next Friday, but the following, and that may work best. But we got to check with her first,
yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a check in and see what's up. Cause like I said, it's been a month. It's definitely been a month. But yeah, definitely do that. Even in speaking of that, also remember that the house therapist also has trauma and grief sessions monthly that are free. She just had the one this Tuesday because I, of course, was on that one. We always like to support, and especially with me just losing my dad in this last month. So, if ever, reach out to me or reach out to Larnika to figure out how you can become part of that community. For that. And even if you're needing that and beyond, still reach out to her because she does have free mental health assistance as well. So definitely check her out or reach out. I mean, these are some tough times right now. I'm telling you, very tough times. Some of us is living a whole different reality right now, especially when you start losing parents. So it's a totally different ball game. And then when you start to realize that we are now the new old, it's a definitely reality check. So make sure y'all going to the doctor and staying getting your checkups and whatever fine tune-ups that you got to get.
I'm in that thing. I don't play.
Yeah, I just got all my blood work back yesterday.
Okay. Mine was, I want to say, last month when I went. Everything is A-okay.
Yeah. So make sure y'all are going to the doctor, getting your blood work done, breast exams, and all that other wonderful stuff, getting that stuff done for that 45 and up club. Them colonoscopies is about that time, so definitely get y'all stuff done and everything else. I never lie and tell y'all that shit tastes good because it's some nasty shit. Man,
that was horrible.
Yeah.
Got it done. Got it done last year.
Got it done. But,
good for 10 years.
Yeah, good for 10 years. The 10, yes. But that they give you to knock you out, baby, I wish I could buy that. Because I'd be sleeping like a baby every night. Man, that was all right there. I'm just saying.
I can't believe you.
Man, that's the man. You didn't sleep good during that time. Baby, I slept like a baby. I need that on order. To get some lunescence, I need that.
I'm not going to have this conversation with you. I'm not.
No. But anyway, next week, our house therapist will be in the space. We do have a backup topic, so we'll probably go with that. But y'all stay tuned. I thank y'all for rocking with us tonight, and after our absence and coming back and trying to get back adjusted to being back here. But we definitely missed y'all and definitely missed being in this space.
Yes.
Yes. So thank y'all for tuning in. We will see y'all next week. Be blessed.
Thank you to our new viewers that popped up. I saw you. I appreciate you.
Definitely. Always appreciate.
Yeah, what's up with it? Do it cause I love it and I stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please, none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this. Don't talk about it. Really on the move.